Good evening. Thanks for joining us on the news at 8, 23rd day of March 2025. I am Chinny Omai for some headlines. Obasa returns as Lagos Assembly Speaker. Nans fumes over Ramadan school closure, threatens protests. President Tinubu names Kunle Natfield new NYSC Director General. We take commercials and the wrap-up details and minutes. Take a look.
Experience the smooth and strong feeling that consistently surpasses expectation. Leading the way in high-performance lubricants, Master Supermoto Oil is as durable as titanium.
Welcome back. Now the details. The Igbo community in Lagos has been urged by Anambra State Governor Chukwuma Soludo to concentrate on developing their homeland by establishing prosperous towns and business hubs that will attract foreign investment and promote economic growth in the southeast. Speaking at the Anambra Homeland Consciousness Initiative event held in Lagos over the weekend, Governor Soludo emphasized the need for Ndi Igbo to harness their entrepreneurial spirit and wealth for the progress of their own communities. Rivers State Governor Similai Fuba has dismissed fears of impeachment following Friday's Supreme Court judgment recognizing the 27 lawmakers loyal to ex-Governor Yusuf Wike. In its far-reaching verdict on Friday, the Apex Court ordered the federal government to stop financial allocation to Rivers State until Fuba retraces his steps and presents the budget to the pro-Wike lawmakers led by Martins Amma Ewule. The court also nullified the local government election conducted last year by Fuba. Runway 18R/36L at the Murtala Mohammed Airport in Ikeja has been closed for renovation by the Federal Airports Authority of Nigeria. The closure started at 3 a.m. on Monday. This is contained in a statement signed by the Director of Public Affairs and Consumer Protection FAN, Mrs. Obiageli Ora. A lawmaker who represents Akege Constituency 1, Mudashiru Obasa, has been re-elected as the Speaker of the Lagos State House of Assembly. Obasa was re-elected on Monday after the resignation of Mojisola Miranda, who stepped down as the Speaker of the House. Obasa's re-election followed the nomination of a former Majority Leader of the House, Nohim Adams, representing Etiosa Constituency 1. Over 350 cars with illegal license plates have been seized nationwide by the Federal Road Safety Corps in just 1 month. The Corps Public Education Officer, Mr. Olusegun Ogungbemide, made this known in an interview with newsmen on Monday in Abuja. NAN reports that on February 3rd, the FRSC began a nationwide operation to impound vehicles with unauthorized number plates. The federal government has been urged by the National Association of Nigerian Students to look into the National Youth Service Corps failure to pay the recently authorized 77,000 naira monthly allowance to corps members, and expressed disappointment that months after the federal government approved the increase from 33,000 naira to 77,000 naira effective July 2024, the NYSC has yet to implement the payment. The Director General of the NYSC, Brigadier General Yusuf Ahmed, stated that the new allowance was not implemented due to the non-release of funds. The governors of the states of Bauchi, Katsina, Kano, and Kebbi have been given 72 hours to change their decision to close schools for 5 weeks in observance of the Ramadan fast or face nationwide protests, according to the National Association of Nigerian Students. NANS, in a statement on Monday by its National Public Relations Officer, Samson Adeyemi, described the closure as an infringement on the right of every student to uninterrupted education. The Nigeria Labour Congress has vowed to mobilize workers and citizens for a nationwide protest if the federal government proceeds with its proposed electricity tariff hike, describing it as economic violence against the working class and broader Nigerian public. This came as the National Union of Electricity Employees warned the federal government against plans to hike electricity tariffs, saying Nigerians should not be paying for darkness. President Bola Tinubu has been urged to free the detained leader of the indigenous people of Biafra (IPOB), Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, in honor of deceased elder statesmen like Chief Edwin Clark and Pa Ayo Adebanjo. A senior advocate of Nigeria's son, Mr. Chukwuma Machukwume, made the plea in a letter he forwarded to President Tinubu. He argued that Kanu is a product of a collective misunderstanding of some inevitable truths and political axioms. President Bola Ahmed Tinubu has appointed Brigadier General Kunle Nafiu as the new Director General of the National Youth Service Corps (NYSC). Prior to these appointments, Brigadier General Nafiu served as the Chief of Staff to the Chief of Army Staff, Lieutenant General Olufemi Oluyede, and previously held the same role under the late Chief of Army Staff, Lieutenant General Raised Abiodun Labaja, a graduate of the Armed Forces Command and Staff College and the U.S. Army War College. Nafiu is an artillery officer and a member of the 47th Regular Corps. A special committee on the prevention of boat mishap in Nigeria was established by Mr. Adeboyega Oyetola, Minister of Marine and Blue Economy, in an effort to improve safety on the country's inland waterways. Beginning at the ceremony in the ministry's conference room, Oyetola emphasized the urgent need to stem the tide of tragic boat mishaps that have resulted in significant loss of lives and property. He described the country's waterways as vital to commerce, transportation, and livelihood, stressing that their safety and efficiency are paramount to the development of Nigeria's blue economy. While in sports, Pep Guardiola, the manager of Manchester City, expressed his excitement about Rodri's recuperation and hopes that the Ballon d'Or winner will return to action before the season ends. Guardiola had initially ruled Rodri out for the season after the player suffered a ruptured anterior cruciate ligament in September, but Rodri, who set himself an early return target after surgery, has now resumed individual training. That sports news brings us to the end of the news at 8. Before we go, recap of our major headlines. Obasa returns as Lagos Assembly Speaker. Nance blames over Ramadan school closure, threatens protest. President Tinubu names Kunle Nafiu new NYSC Director General. For these and many more, visit our website at www.abntv.com.ng. You can also follow us on all our social media platforms displayed on the screen. You can as well download our all-in-one app. Slash down to your Google Play Store, download ABN Radio /television. I am Chinwe Omahe. You are for that night.